Preacher and author Robert Murray McCheyne said, "What a man is on his knees before God, that he is, and nothing more." We can have the slickest posters and the best run events, but that will amount to nothing if we are not relying on God in prayer. So what does the Bible say about prayer? James 4:2, you do not have because you do not ask. 1 Thessalonians, pray without ceasing. Matthew 7:7, ask and it will be given unto you.
John 14 verse 13, whatever you ask in my name, that I will do, so that the Father may be glorified in the Son. Colossians 4:2-4, devote yourselves to prayer, being watchful and thankful, and pray for us too, that God may open a door for our message, so that we may proclaim the mystery of Christ, for which I am in chains. Pray that I may proclaim it clearly, as I should. So what do these verses show us about prayer?
We see that prayer is powerful. We see that it really works. We see that God delights in hearing from us and loves answering our prayers. We see that if we want to reach the people of Exeter, if we want to change our friends' hearts, that we've got to be relying and depend on God. Why then, if the Bible puts so much importance on prayer, do we marginalise it? Why do we go about our lives and act as if we don't need to be relying and depending on God?
Why then are we not praying? I think there can be several reasons. We're lazy, it's tough.
The Bible describes it as spiritual warfare. Maybe we can be too proud, or maybe we can be ashamed. But I think the underlying reason is that we don't truly believe that prayer actually works. If we thought prayer really worked, would we not be praying for everything that we do in our lives?
Prayer is one of the chief pieces of evidence as to how spiritually mature we are, because it shows us how much we think God can change things through prayer, how powerful we think God really is, and how much we trust the Bible when it says prayer works.
In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus says to his disciples, "Ask the Lord of the harvest to send out workers into his field." Jesus calls us to pray for workers out into the mission field. God can send the workers himself, but he wants to be in partnership with us, partnership in prayer. God is calling us to pray for him to send out workers into his harvest field. And for us, that harvest field is the University of Exeter. He wants us to be praying for people to be sent out and telling the students here about the gospel of Jesus Christ. And we can be the answer to our own prayers. We can be those people telling the students here about the gospel of Jesus Christ. So how are we as a CU this year going to be relying on God in prayer? Well, I think we should be praying to God in our personal quiet times that he use us and the CU as a whole to be reaching students of Exeter.
But also, I think we should be praying together. So that's why we meet every Monday morning to commit everything the CU is doing in prayer, but also to thank him for everything he has done in the past week. So this year, why not make it a habit of coming to the Monday morning prayer meeting?